Hey guys, what's up? It's me. It's John Avenger. I've come back. It's the month of September. I know this video will say August 31st, but I'm back and I'm ready to get ready for the new decade soon. And we're only 4 months away from 2020, guys. Summer's almost behind us. The summer movie going season is gone, and I'm got a list of movies here that I'm going to talk about the top five movies I'm looking forward to next year, the top five maybes, movies that I might be interested in, and five that I don't care about at all. So before we get started, let me shut off the fan. I wanna I want you guys to hear me. It's been a couple of weeks, so I want to be heard, seen and heard. Let's start with the top first because I want to be positive coming back. It's been a while, so first, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Number five is The Eternals, the Marvel movie coming out November of 2020. This one's low on the list because I don't know anything about these characters. I've never read up on them. I never read the comics on them. The cast doesn't really. I'm not buying the cast too much, but it's a Marvel movie, an MCU movie. The second of 2000 of the 2020. So I'm still looking forward to it, despite that. And Angelina Jolie's might be a good lead, so I don't think it could be any worse than Suicide Squad. And believe me, I have a problem with the casting here. Like I said, Kit Harington and all these other people, but I don't want to get into the negatives, positives. So the film could still be good. Maybe it'll be like Guardians. It could surprise me. Number four is Minions 2. Yeah, I love the Minions in the Despicable Me films, all three of them, and in the first Minions. They crack me up. They're so cute. Them and Gru have a great, rapport, and there's a reason they're iconic. And I want to see them on the big screen again and get some laughs. That always gives me a joy. These little guys make me. I'm looking more forward to this than on the two Pixar movies coming out next year because I have no idea what they're about. They're not on the list. Onward and the other movie, I'm like, I don't know. It can go either way, but I'm not really that like hyped on them. But Minions 2, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Number three, I know that the recent movie Godzilla King of the Monsters bombed. Well, it underperformed, but it's doing well on Blu ray. The next one is Godzilla vs. Kong. I have been looking forward to this since I saw the original when I was a kid, when I was like 11. I've always wanted to see a remake of this, these two monsters going at it. Maybe they'll join forces at the end and fight the humans off. Who knows? Anything will be better than other crossovers like Alien versus Predator or something like that. This has got to be better. Also with this is low on the list only because it's not because again I have a problem with the human cast. You have a lot of foreigners here that I don't give a shit about. Rebecca Hall and that idiot kid from Deadpool 2 and Millie Bobby Brown's coming back. I don't care about her. I didn't give a rat's ass about her in King of the Monsters and so on. But the monsters, I'm there to see the monsters, guys. That's what I was there to see, King of the Monsters, for the monsters. I could give a rat's ass about human characters in a monster movie like this. Just saying. I didn't love the characters in Kong Skull Island either. I like the actors, but their characters are very generic. We all knew that going in, but the monster action in that was cool. And the 2014 Godzilla, I also enjoyed it for what it was. Even though there's not as much monster action as in the sequel, but anyway, I'm still looking forward to it despite that. Number two, this is a movie that was supposed to come out this summer, but because of Dark Phoenix, fuck you. I'm glad you failed. This movie's coming out next year, but I'm looking forward to it. Wonder Woman 1984. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought the ending kind of sucked, the end fight, but hopefully this one will make up for it. I like Kristen Wiig. I love her voice. She can't do any wrong for me. Even when she does a British accent, it doesn't bother me because I think she's a beautiful woman. And this is going to be a more recent DC movie. Like it takes place in the past, but not the distant past. It's from 1984, so maybe it'll be like Captain Marvel, but people don't shit on it as much because that just insulted me this year that Captain Marvel got so much shit for. Oh look, they have to remind us of the 90s payphones and IBM computers and freaking Blockbuster. I was around in the 90s, so that hit a chord for me. In 84, I wasn't around yet, but I was a fetus, and I like seeing the Goldbergs, and that's a show from the 80s. So And Gal's a kick-ass Wonder Woman, so I'm looking forward to that as well because she is worth my time. And the number one movie, I know you guys are not shocked that it's a Marvel movie that's coming out in 2020 that I'm looking forward to is, drumroll please, Black Widow. I love Scarlett Johansson in as this character ever since I saw her in Iron Man 2. I love the sacrifice she did at the end of Endgame. If you haven't seen it, you know what I'm talking about. That was not going to be the ending of her story because she's still young. Scarlett Johansson is still capable, and this is going to be. I don't know if it's her origin story, but I'm looking forward to this the most. I love this actress, love the character, and I also have some reservations with the casting with the secondary characters like Rachel Weisz and etc. But again, guys, I'm watching it for her, for Rachel, for not for Rachel Weisz, for ScarJo. She's worth my time. I loved her in Endgame. It's kind of sucks she wasn't at the end, but what can you do? You know, I love this character, and this is the only MCU movie in the summer next year. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, on a side note, now that I've done the top five movies I am looking forward to, New Mutants will not be on the list. It was supposed to come out 2 years ago. It's disqualified. Chaos Walking, that also got delayed, so that's off the grid as well. So you don't have to worry. I'm not. This will not be a DR bashing video. She has nothing coming out next year other than that movie, and that might not come out. So next is the top five maybes. Number five is Ghostbusters 2020. Hear me out before you give me 100 thumbs down. I did not see the 2016 movie. I refuse to. Fuck that movie. It doesn't exist. This movie can't be any worse. They would have to try to be worse than that freaking movie. That trailer was one of the worst things in the theater in 2016 and one of the worst movies of that year. I saw clips, guys. I've seen enough. Barfing ghosts, freaking fart jokes, queef jokes, and shooting a ghost in the nuts. Where's the comedy? Why is that? Was that supposed to be funny? This is going to bring the original cast back, and unlike Episode 9, they're not going to kill them off at the end. So, and even though Harold Ramis will be missed, at least this will be less disrespectful than that third film that we got in 2016. There's no way that this can be any worse. But it's Sony, so I don't know what I can say. But I'm still looking forward to it a bit. I'm still have my reservations, but I know that this can't be Fembusters. At least it won't be pandering. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Number four, No Time to Die. This is the last Bond movie with Daniel Craig. I did not care for Spectre. I thought it was boring. I hope this is more Skyfall and Casino Royale than Spectre because Daniel Craig's swan song, this should be his Logan and not his freaking Spectre or Quantum of Solace. I like the Bond movies, the recent ones. I think they're well shot. They have good action. They're a little too long, but you know they're British freaking action movies. What are you gonna do? They're not gonna be 90 minutes. Hopefully, this will make up for Spectre. That's all I'm hoping for. And it's a good hoorah for Daniel Craig in his final performance as Bond. Number three is the SpongeBob movie, the third movie. It's a Wonderful Sponge. I love the first two movies. I love the TV show. The 20th anniversary special was hilarious. Yes, it dipped in quality in the ratings in recent years, but the show still makes me laugh. I still love Tom Kenny's voice, and the voice cast is amazing. And everything that they do in the show, you know, the surreal imagery still gets me to chuckle or to smile. And there's no, I'm just a little bit worried that it's a little bit too late. Like the last movie was what, like 4 years ago? Yeah, so I don't know. This can go either way, but I'm still looking forward to it a bit. Number two is Denis Villeneuve's recent reboot of Dune, not Doom, Dune, Dune. This is a reboot of the David Lynch film from the 80s, which they said was unfilmable. But Denis Villeneuve has proven to in the past that he can take a movie and make it his own and freaking create art. That's what he did with Prisoners and Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. The guy is nearly flawless when it comes to making a film. No, his movies don't make billions, but it tells a story. He's a French Canadian director that has an eye for detail, and his movies always look fantastic. So Dune this time should be, maybe it should be well done. I hope it's not 4 hours long because the Lynch movie is very long. But This, I think there's some hope here. There's some potential. Okay, now the number one movie maybe of 2020. No, it's not. It's not Top Gun 2. I haven't seen the first one. Trolls 2, World Tour. First movie was a surprise. I'm going to review it this month because it's animated movie month for September because August is way behind me now. I'm so glad. It was so freaking long. I like the animation. Anna Kendrick's voice is very cute as Poppy. I like Justin Timberlake in the first movie. It was very colorful, very cute. But as a maybe is because well, it can go either way. Movie sequels have not been the greatest in this decade. They've been really highs, Endgame, Infinity War, Guardians 2, Blade Runner 2049, but then there's shitty sequels like Independence Day Resurgence and every horror sequel that has come out like after the original, like years later. This is the true sequel, like Texas Chainsaw 3D and freaking even the recent Halloween. They said it wasn't that great, or some direct to video sequels. There've been a lot of bad sequels. Hopefully, this one is not. It's less Nutjob 2 and more Shrek 2 or Shrek 3. I would like it if it was more like that, or the Madagascar sequels. But it can go either way. I hope it's in my favor for 2020. Now, these are the five atrocities. These are the five movies that are supposed to come out next year. I have no interest in now. Some I was interested in, and then when I saw the casting and the studio involved, and I'm like, nope, abort mission. Number five is Morbius. Yes, I said I was going to see this, but after what Sony did with Spider Man, they can go screw themselves now. If they get the rights for Spidey all the way, I want nothing to do with their Spideyverse. I did like the animated movie from last year, but the third act was too flashy. I did hated Venom with a passion. That movie can go fuck itself. It's horrible. It's one of the worst comic book movies I've ever seen. It's so nauseating. And Morbius is an interesting character, but he needs Spider-Man to be there to have a purpose. Him wearing a hoodie and played by a good actor, Jared Leto, might not be enough. And I don't trust Sony anymore. They fuck up everything that they touch except for their game systems. They just I'm not looking forward to this because vampires have been out of played since Twilight ended a couple years ago. So sorry, Morbius, I'm gonna skip you because I don't trust Sony and I don't need to see Spidey at the end in a cameo. It's just gonna piss me off. Number four is a movie that was supposed to come out in November. It got pushed and it's yeah, Jim Carrey. I saw you in the trailer. Sonic the Hedgehog. Why was this movie made? They should have done this movie in the 90s or the early 2000s when Sonic was still popular. His games haven't been popular in years. The first design was one of the shittiest new redesigns I've ever seen for Sonic. The humor looks like a freaking Smurfs movie or that Hop movie with James Marsden. Uh, I don't care about this, guys. I'd rather see a Mario movie animated. That would have been more like my taste than this. But whatever. Maybe Jim Carrey's going to be good in it, but I don't know. From that trailer, I think it's going to be shit, but I'm skipping it because I don't want to hurt myself. Number three is Fast and the Furious 9. Yep, come at me. It should have ended after Paul Walker died. I've been saying this to my friends since 2018. Furious 7 should have been the end. We didn't need 8. Once Paul died, they should have canceled that sequel. Or they should have done Hobbs and Shaw right after that and then ended. We don't care about Fast and the Furious anymore, guys. Did you see the box office receipts from Hobbs and Shaw? It bombed in the US. It bombed in the US. It did money bang gangbusters overseas. Here it bombed. It only made 140 some million, close to 150, and the budget was 200. That's a flop in the US. So Fast and the Furious 9, I don't care if John Cena's in it, whoever's in it. I don't care, guys. It should have ended with 7 or 6. I don't want no more Charlize Theron. I'm sick of Vanessa Kirby. I don't care about Vin Diesel. I think he's gone. So yeah, I don't care. And bringing Paul Walker's brother, yeah, it's not going to make up for him not being there. And if this does come out next year, I'm going to avoid it. I was done after 7, and Paul not being there is going to hurt it a lot. It says it's coming out next year, and I'm just not interested. Also you have Nathalie Emmanuel. I think she was in like Furious 7. I don't care about her. Michelle Rodriguez, they should have killed her off in five, in four, keep her dead. Helen Mirren, Lucas Black, probably in a cameo. Michael Rooker and John Cena. Yeah, I was done, guys. I'm over this already. So I don't know what else I can say except it's a skip for me because I don't care about crazy ass cars, stunt show bullshit in a movie. It's just not for me anymore. Number two is Jungle Cruise. This is a Disney movie coming out with The Rock in his 13th movie with Disney and with doing stuff, and it has Emily Blunt. So do I have to say anything else? It's based on a ride in Disney I never rode and I don't care about. So that's a skip for me. And my number one movie that I'm avoiding next year. And there's no Star Wars movie, so thank God for that. And The Mandalorian is a TV show. Number one is Birds of Prey. I told you guys years ago I don't care about Margot Robbie's Hot Topic Harley Quinn. The accent sucks, she's weird, and I don't find her sexy. The other actresses are going to be wasted. Whoever's playing the Huntress and the other girl, Black Canary. They're good actresses, but they're going to be wasted. DC, their only good movies have been Wonder Woman, Justice League had its moments, love Shazam, that's my favorite, and Aquaman was really good. It should not have been good, but it was better than what I was expecting. This is too little too late, guys. And if it's more feminist bullshit, I'm tired of that. I said I was tired of that after The Force Awakens. We get it. Women are strong. Women are badass. Women are in the front in the front center. We get it. As a man, I don't want to see this happen in every freaking movie. That's why I'm avoiding Charlie's Angels. Because it's pandering angels. That's why I don't want to see episode 9, because it's going to be 3 hours of that shit. That's why I don't want to see any more. Batwoman, that can kiss my ass as well. Stop preaching agendas about equality with freaking women as your scapegoat. I get it. Men could do the same thing. There's a lot of movies that don't have women in it, and the movies aren't preaching. Like John Carpenter's The Thing, Dunkirk. Can I go on? I would, but I don't want to be here for an hour. So, yeah, Birds of Prey, don't care about these characters, especially with who they got as the lead. I don't care about Suicide Squad 2 either. So, Hot Topic Harley Quinn is not for me. I said it years ago when I saw Suicide Squad. She annoyed me. She thinks she's Anne Hathaway, and she's not. Anne Hathaway has an Oscar. Brie Larson has an Oscar. Natalie Portman has an Oscar. You don't, because you suck. And you're not hot to me. Yeah, my daughter, this is my daughter. Fuck you. You're not from New Jersey. You're freaking an Aussie chick with cancer. That's what you are. I'm done with you, Margot Robbie. I've already been done with you for 3.5 years. If I want to see an Australian woman, I'll just see freaking Mia Wasikowska from Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. She's hot. She's pale and beautiful. You're not appealing to me. You're just weird and creepy. And those big bug eyes. I thought the girl in Ready or Not was you, but she looks like you, and she's Aussie land, so I have no interest in her either. But anyway, that's my list, guys, of 5 movies I'm looking forward to, 5 maybes, and 5 I'm just avoiding like the plague. And there's a few extra there that I'm not going to see because they were delayed. That means it's going to suck. Chaos Walking, freaking New Mutants, they're disqualified because they were supposed to come out before this. Yeah, those are my lists. If you agree with me, hey, put your list in the comment section. What movies are going to avoid next year and the ones you're going to see? Those are just a sample of movies coming out next year. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a long time coming. I'm back, and I'm going to do more videos for you guys in September because I missed you guys. I've been gone way too long, and I won't be gone like this long again, ever again. I want to be here for you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. And I'll see you soon. Later.